Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We got a list of 20 properties as expected. Busy week so far. The first few days of the week after Labor Day, and there's a ton of them. So let's get to it. Glebe Terrace, $339 is the price on this one. It's a Woodbine model. They talk about being a Springdale or a Woodbine. Essentially, they're interchangeable names for the same model. You've got, it looks like tile floor on the main. It could be carpet. But I see a little bit of area right there where it could be tile. So hardwood stairs, nice hardwood floors here. It looks like there's even some surround sound. Kitchen, that might be a really glazed over laminate, but probably because of the undermounted sink, it's probably a granite countertop. So nice stuff. Stainless steel appliances. You've got your front balcony. This one doesn't have a backyard like most of the ones that are 3-story. And yeah, nice stuff. It's a 2-bedroom with the 3-washroom upstairs, which is my favorite because you've got the 2 bedrooms. Each one of them has its own bathroom. Nice stuff. And then you've got one on Fowles here, which is basically the twin version of this one. And I think the other one has a little bit more upgrading in it, but you've got hardwood stairs, hardwood floors. The counter here isn't as upgraded. You've got a darker cabinet color, so a different feel, but there's a lot of similarities between the two of them, and I think they're both move-in ready. They were actually both listed by the same agent at the same price, and I'm sure they're both doing really well. A little bit high compared to what else is sold recently, but I think that there's probably going to be an audience for them. Not as many right now are sort of move-in ready. So Briar Crescent, 344.7 up in Dorset Park. You can walk to the Max Milk, very, very close. You only have 2 shots here. I'd really be playing up the fact that it's a 30 by 98 foot lot. I'd be looking at a detached home, and it's probably not amazing inside. It says freshly painted, but expect a little bit of work. I'm enticed by this little den area on the main floor, which could potentially be used as a home office or something like that. Burroughs Gate is $359. It's a Bolton model. October 21st is the magic date that they talk about over here. So giving that date to the seller can often mean a benefit to the buyer. It's a nice floor plan. You walk in the door. It's almost like a kind of a tucked away entrance. Come in here. Kitchen with the eat-in. Go down the hall. And then you have a living dining in the back. It's actually a pretty good floor plan here. 1 full bathroom upstairs, and then the added bonus is you've got a bit of a rec room downstairs, and you've got a wood deck. I don't know how much grass is there, but overall there's a lot of stuff in this listing. The hot tub's there at $359. The last sale without a finished basement was up in the 360s, so these guys are going to do really, really well. Probably sell very quickly. And so McKay Crescent is at $369. It's about 140 square feet smaller than the previous one, so something to keep in mind. It backs onto green space. It's not as upgraded inside. It does have a decent kitchen with decent appliances, so you could rip that carpet out and probably put hardwood in for $1,200, $1,500. 1 full bathroom upstairs, the same thing, and then you've got your long rec room there. So good stuff. Overall, the fact that they put, here's another thing about this one, because there's only 1 full bathroom upstairs, a smart thing that they did was they put a bathroom in the basement. So now you have essentially 2 full bathrooms, 2 places where people can shower, and it makes a big difference. So I'm surprised that there wasn't a shot of the green space in the 9 photos, but I think that could be the difference on this one. It's possible this one could really do well. Cartwright is $379. Another pretty awesome townhouse. So a good strong list of townhouses. And so when you look in here, it's a croft set. It's about 1,380 square feet. Not blow your mind awesome inside. It's an end unit. It's on a pie-shaped lot. There are some hardwood floors. There's parquet upstairs, which again, part of the reason why they've priced at this level for what you're getting is that it's maybe a little bit dated, needs a little bit of work. You know, the color choices, everything look a little bit older, but that's the money right there. Potentially you've got some green space behind. It looks like you might have some neighbors. Hard to tell from the angle it's on, but all in all, for that size yard with this model on the end unit, awesome stuff. Okay, just go in with the intention of knowing there's going to be a little bit of work to be done. Kingsley Court, $399. A 50 by 125 foot lot. it says in the description it's a handyman special. They have shots of every angle on the outside, but there's nothing inside. I always believe that even if it's not fantastic inside, take the photos. Let people know, because your first showing is online and you want to attract the right people into the listing. So how bad could it be? In fact, it might actually be, I think they've priced it so that people realize that there probably is going to require a little bit of work. But anyhow, go in and see it for Handyman Special. But that's the kind of stuff you look at on this one. Gas furnace 2011, central air 2011. How old are the windows? How old is the roof? Those are the kind of things that you don't get money back for. But when you think about renovating a kitchen, putting floors in, putting some renos in the bathroom and paint, those are your highest return, biggest bang for your buck items on an improvement, on a reno. And so, you know, you look at that. If the structure's in good shape, then they could be well off. So I think the price is reasonable. Just depends on how much work it needs in total, including the unsexy stuff. So Vickerman, $399. It is a Brent Grove, 1,500 square feet. Nice finishes, nice upgrades, pot lights in the corners there. All in all, looks very good. Looks like it's move-in ready. And the price, pretty good compared to what sold a couple months ago. And we've seen a bit of a shift there, but I think they're in the right range. The fact it starts with a 3 is a good thing. $419 for this one on Tietzel. It's 3 bedrooms. We don't know much about it. So it's hard to really comment. I would think that maybe seeing a finished basement or seeing 4 bedrooms would be more likely to get up into that price. I think there's some forgettable stuff in this sort of mid-4s. This one on Giddings, it's okay. I don't find it really blows my mind at all. The color choices are nice and everything else, but I've always found that this sort of, like when you get semis up into the 420, 430s, to me, it just makes sense to jump up to a detached home. It's the same thing as when you start hitting 500. I mean, do you really want a single car garage? So a couple price ranges where we see that homes start to blend together. And I think for even an extra push, could you get into a detached? Duncan Lane, this is a townhouse at 438.9. It's got a finished basement. The kitchen looks okay. It's a little bit small. The bathroom counter's been updated, but again, it doesn't really excite me personally when I look at it. Now, this one on Duncan is a very, very interesting home. It was on the United Way tour of homes, I think 2 years ago or something like that. I was surprised at how low this one's priced because we've seen a very similar model with a double garage. So this is a townhouse with a double car garage, which is a very interesting mix. Sell right around the 460s, and it didn't look nearly as nice as this one. Gorgeous landscaping here. You've got beautiful finishes, big thick moldings. Look at the trim work and the detail that they did in this home. It's beautiful. The built-in, I mean, that built-in probably costs, you know, at least $5,000. Nice renovated kitchen here. The home top to bottom is absolutely beautiful. Even the laundry room, the built-in cabinets, the moldings, the trim on the doors. This is a great home and a double garage. Now, the trade-off is that you're across from train tracks, and the other thing is that you don't have much of a yard. So your garage is on this side, your house is on this side. You've got a little bit of a enclosed sort of large patio. Now, the thing is, it's very private, right? So it may not be the biggest backyard, but you do have a fair amount of space to barbecue and to have friends over. So I think about a mature couple that could live here and probably be really happy. There's a bit of grass to mow. It's on the corner, but I'll tell you, this is a beautiful house. Definitely the pick of the day because it's such a unique mix of stuff. We might have a couple other picks, but this one on Alexander is a really tricky one. It's relisted. Nothing about this one is conventional at all. You can see even the red pattern concrete here. You get inside the little patterns on the stairs. I mean, the room with the like 2 or 3 different kinds of wallpaper and the trim and oh man, and the kitchen has a totally different feel, so it doesn't necessarily flow. It's like each room has its own identity. Yeah, it is an interesting home to say the least. No grass in the backyard. I mean, it's a very tricky one to sell just because it's so customized, so specific to the person who owns it. We've got one on Bennett here. Now this one is beautiful inside, wonderful. It's a Poddington. It's 1820 square feet plus a finished basement. And in this room, if I had any way that it could maybe improve, is it almost looks like there's carpet in this room, but if you look at the next photo, that's where your carpet ends. So I might have even been tempted to say, take the carpet out, really show off those hardwood floors. You can see the moldings here, all the light fixtures have been upgraded, and you've got hardwood right throughout the entire main floor. And again, the crown moldings, the California shutters, really, really nice here. That's probably the basement bathroom. And again, a great finished basement. Very, very nice stuff here. Hot tub. Yeah, I think they'll do it. If it was spring, definitely. They might have even sold for more than asking. But this is a great home, and I think it deserves to get a really, really good amount of money. Dixon is a very, very good buy for a double car garage. It's right across from a forest. And it is all siding. Some people will just cross it off right off the bat because of that, but I think there's a lot to offer inside. This room is the front living room, so you've got a nice high ceiling, probably 11 or 12 feet high, so it's a great place for a home office. You've got a separate dining room, and you've got your family room that opens up into the kitchen, and there's granite counters. Everything's a little bit lighter, so you don't find that sort of dark and dreary kind of thing. A little bit lighter inside. You've got hardwood floors on the front bedroom, and you also have a bedroom with a balcony that faces forward. So that's what you see from the balcony. Nice relaxing nights. Imagine having a coffee there. And a yard is about 46 across the back, and it's a little bit deeper. It's close to 100 feet deep, and there's a deck in the back. And the neat thing about that is that when a deck's close to your house, you have a different angle that the neighbors can see you at, whereas right here, there's a little bit more privacy, and there's kind of a little built-in area for the barbecue and everything else. So nice space. There's a lot of nice things about this home. $528 is the price. It's one of the cheapest homes in the double car garage range, especially when you think about the fact that it's more than 2,300 square feet. So really good stuff. Bustle Crescent is at $569. It's a relist, this one here, and the pictures don't do it a lot of justice. There's a family room up on the second floor, upgraded countertops, nice dark cabinets. Now it backs onto green space, and I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that that land's going to be developed at some point. But for now, I guess you get a bit of privacy. It's at $569.8. Farmstead. Now get ready for this, because you're about to enter the Twilight Zone. And it's an agent actually selling their own house, which was surprising to me. But you can see these McDonald's arches, or you might call it the Batman Batwings, and there's a little wedge of black where, I don't know if that's sort of the rift in the space-time continuum or what it is. But look at this. Yeah, what is this? I don't even know what it is. I think it's the family room, and that's probably the dining room. And then there's a kitchen, there's a hallway. I think it's the Plan 6 or Plan 4, something, 2,300 square feet. But just ridiculous. Like, who wants to buy a house with pictures like this? It's crazy. So I'm pretty sure it's 2,300 square feet. Built-in appliances, upgraded light fixtures. They've done some stuff in this home that I think are very respectable. It looks like a gas range there. But I don't know what they were thinking with these pictures at all. That, my friends, is the Twilight Zone. $594.9 is a little bit off. The same model on Cochrane is, I think, $539, $549, something like that. And it's the same model. Maybe not as nice as that, but I don't think they stand a chance. Etherington is at $624.9. You've got the staggered garage, but I talk about this a lot on Daily Homes, that when you move a garage forward, you lose a driveway space, but you get a much better main floor layout. And so this is about 2,500 square feet, and it's really nice inside. And so we've seen these models sell for this, maybe not this high, but we've seen high fives last year. They had privacy in the back, so obviously market appreciation. I don't know if this price is possible, but they're going to get really good money for this home. And the difference, so the other one from last year with privacy behind, this one has a beautiful finished basement. And there's a lot going for this one. I find the curb appeal is very strong with the nice sort of tan stucco color. So good, very, very nice. No complaints on that one there. McLaughlin, 679. It just doesn't look like a house that's 679. They could have taken some stuff off the top of the fridge and everything else, just kind of tidied up a little bit. The fan in the corner could have left. It says it backs onto a pond, but we don't get a chance to really see some of those photos. 43 by 101 piece of land is actually pretty nice. It's bigger than some lots in Old Milton. Bardo is the last one on the list. It's at 689. And so the same model was on Scott. It was beautiful. It's like a model home. And it sold in the sort of somewhat higher sixes, 660 something a couple months ago. So this one here at 689. It's on a quieter street. It looks okay. I found the pictures without the wide angle doesn't really capture the size of this one. It's about 2,800 square feet. I mean, if it's really nice, maybe. I know the Heathwoods really play at a pretty high level. This nice high window here is very, very nice. It looks like it's fully fenced. It'd be an interesting one to watch. They do command a premium, but again, you can find homes this size pretty much in the high fives to low sixes too. So there are some other options that people can buy. That's a concrete board. A lot of people think it's vinyl siding, but this is actually more expensive than even something like, it's probably on par with stucco in terms of cost. So it's more expensive than brick to install. So anyhow, that's something to consider. If you have any questions, give us a call. We'd love to help you when it comes time to buy your home, sell a home, or definitely invest in real estate. So thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.